Oh, hello everyone. Welcome on board the Sketchcan Caravan, where you can learn to draw Goldilocks and the Three Bears, Part 5. Goldilocks tastes the porridge. Here's the story so far. Once upon a time there were 3 bears. They lived in a cottage on the edge of a forest. It was morning and Daddy Bear had made some steaming hot porridge for breakfast. While they waited for it to cool down enough to eat, they went out into the woods to look for nuts and berries to put on top. Meanwhile, not far from the bear's cottage, a little girl named Goldilocks was on her way to school. She had woken up so late she hadn't had time for breakfast. As she got near the cottage, the smell of freshly cooked porridge wafted through the trees. It was so delicious, she stopped in her tracks. It smelt so good, she forgot all about school and instead followed the smell right up to the bear's front door. She peered through the windows and could see the bowls of steaming porridge cooling down on the table. So she knocked on the door to ask if there was any spare. But there was no answer. She shouted, "Hello!" There didn't seem to be anybody at home, but the door was open. So she went inside to take a look around. When Goldilocks got inside the cottage, she found a big bowl of porridge, a medium-sized bowl of porridge, and a small bowl of porridge. She was feeling so hungry, she decided to eat the big bowl of porridge first. Let's draw Goldilocks standing behind the table, holding the spoon in her hand. Let's begin by drawing the table, just how we did in part 2. Draw a long, thin, lying down rectangle for the front of the table. Then on each end, draw a thin standing up rectangle for the legs. Then a little way above that, draw another long line, a bit shorter than the other, for the back edge of the table. And then join those 2 ends together to show the side edges of the table. Then we can draw the bowls of porridge. Let's start with the big one first. So we need to draw a lying down oval for the top of the bowl. And then starting on one edge, slope down, straight across the bottom, and then slope back up to the other edge. Then you can draw a wiggly line from one edge to the other inside the oval to show the porridge. Let's do another one, a medium size for Mummy. Medium-sized oval. Slope down the side, straight across the bottom and slope back up the other side. Wiggly line for the porridge and a tiny little bowl for Baby Bear. Slope down, across the bottom, slope back up and wiggle across. We can draw a little spoon for Baby Bear. So a little rectangle with a circle on the top. A medium-sized one for Mummy Bear, a rectangle with a circle on the top. But we're not going to draw Daddy Bear's spoon on the table because Goldilocks has picked it up and so now it's in her hand. Let's draw Goldilocks now. Just above the big bowl of porridge, we're going to draw 2 lines that show the sides of Goldilocks' body and a semicircle halfway down the left one that shows her hand. Let's do that together. Draw a line that slopes slightly in. And the same on the other side, about the same width as the bowl, maybe a little bit narrower. And then we can draw a semicircle to show her hand is in front of her body. This is the hand that's going to hold the spoon. So her arm is sticking out the side. You can see it comes out to a point of her elbow and back in just below her hand. To show the top edge of her forearm, you can start just on the other side of her hand and draw a short line into the middle of that triangle. Her other arm is resting by her side and we can't see her hand because it's behind the table. So start at the top of the other line and draw down and out to make a long triangle on the side of her body. Now we haven't drawn her shoulders yet because we need to draw the spoon first. So find this point on the bottom edge of her hand, draw down across the bottom, up the long side, around the circle of the spoon and back down to join the top of her hand. Now it looks like she's holding it. And we can just draw the top edge of her shoulders to the sides of the spoon. Then it looks like the spoon is in front of her. Now we can draw her head and her neck. Draw two little lines very close to the sides of that spoon for her neck. Then starting on the edge of the spoon, draw a circle that goes all the way round her head. You can do 2 dots for eyes, a little line for the nose, and a lying down oval that's sitting on top of the spoon, so it looks like the spoon is going into her open mouth. Now you need to think back to how you drew Goldilocks in part 4, because now we're going to draw her hair, and it needs to be the same as it was when you first drew her. My Goldilocks has got long wavy hair, so I'm going to draw right down to the table on that side. And if you chose long hair for your Goldilocks, you need to make sure it goes behind her elbow on the other side. So I'm going to draw down her waves and then stop on this edge and start again on the other one till I reach the table. Now for her legs. The lower part of Goldilocks' body and the upper part of her legs can't be seen because they're behind the tabletop. But we can see the bottom part of her legs and her shoes just poking out below. You need to make sure you draw these directly underneath her body so it looks like they're connected. Starting on the edge of the table, draw a short standing up rectangle with a lying down oval on the end for a shoe, and the same for the other leg. Now all we've got to do is add a little bit of porridge on the end of that spoon. So about halfway down the circle, draw a wiggly line. Can you remember which colours you used last time? Good. Let's get back to the story. By this time, the porridge had cooled down just enough to eat. Goldilocks tasted Daddy Bear's porridge. But, it was much too salty. Yuck, said Goldilocks. So she tried Mummy Bear's porridge. But this didn't taste good either. It was way too sweet. Yuck, said Goldilocks. But when she tasted Baby Bear's porridge, it was just right. So she ate it all up. I wonder what will happen in part 6.